Oh, Yoshi Falls. Known for so many great things, like being Peyton from Summer Series' favorite track and not much else. It's also short, like very short. You can beat this in under a minute. But how short is it exactly? Well, as of right now, about a few seconds into the video, we don't care yet. We'll get back to that later. But for now, we do care about one thing. The Flap World Record. Flap stands for Fast Lap and is the fastest lap ever driven by someone using all 3 mushrooms on 1 lap. No glitch. I mean, there's no glitch on Yoshi Falls anyway, but still, gotta make that clear. The Fast Lap World Record is an 18.357 by somebody I don't really remember. I'll put their name on screen. And that's cute, but we're gonna try to beat it. Clap it, if you will. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clap the Flap. I'm your host, Big Fry, and this is the time we're gonna be beating. Now, the track is so short that in the Fast Lap World Record, 25% of the time, he's in a mushroom. And that doesn't include the times he hits a boost panel and goes the same speed, which, when accounted for boost panels, will leave about 2/3 of the rest of the track going normal speed, which can either be 86 for the drift speed, 120 very briefly for a mini turbo, or 98 for a wheelie speed. I figured this out by going into my editing software and counting the number of frames that he was using a mushroom for, dividing that by 60, then dividing 18.357 by that number, which was about 6.8-ish. Now, I wanted to determine how much of the rest of the track was taken up by going at a wheelie speed versus a drift speed. But with this, I set some rather rough parameters. The only time I counted drift speed was when he was trying to build up a mini turbo, and no, using a mushroom at this time doesn't count. And by the way, yes, I know when you're drifting with a mushroom, you go a little bit slower than when you're wheeling. But since I'm just going by a rough, and I mean rough, estimate, we're not going to care. And we're just going to treat all mushroom boosts as the same, 120 km/h. I know there's another time in the track where he jumps out of his wheelie to realign towards the boost panel. We're just not going to worry about that. Yeah, I know his speed dips a little bit. Don't worry about it. And surprisingly, throughout the entire fast lap, there's only one time where he builds up a mini turbo and then releases it, which means he spent 0.568 seconds building up a mini turbo. He spent a grand total of 9.496 seconds in a wheelie. Again, don't worry about the mini turbos and the chains and all that. And we've already covered this, but about 6.88 seconds in a shroom/boost. If you add all of those up, you'll get about 17 seconds, which of course leaves us with a whole second left of error that we didn't cover. Rough estimate, guys, but whatever. The reason I just listed all this out is because we're going to try to use this information to gather how long the track is in meters. In a wheelie, you'll be going 98 km/h, and in boost, you'll go 120, and when you're drifting, you're going 86. If you convert that to meters per second, you go 27 meters per second in a wheelie, 33 meters per second at a boost panel, and 24 for a drift. If you multiply the meters per second to each respective speed and then add it all up, you'll get about 497 meters for the entire track, which is an underestimate. We are about 1 second off of accounting for all the time in the actual lap, so let's round up a little bit to a nice even 500. This is probably still an underestimate. I can't really eyeball how much longer the track really would be. Quite frankly, I don't care though, so we're gonna say 500 meters. So wonderful, we know how long Yoshi Falls is. Can't wait to write that on my resume. But what's even more intriguing and probably better general information to know is how many meters is a bullet bill gonna take you? If you use a bullet bill and don't pass 4 people while using it, it'll drop you in the same amount of time used every single time. And we want to know how long that time is. So I measured it down to the frame and I got about 9.228 seconds. The bullet bill travels at 145 kilometers an hour, which is about 40 meters per second. Meaning if you're traveling at 40 meters per second for 9.228 seconds, you're going to go about 369 meters, which we can generously round up to 370, which is actually very important for what we're trying to do today. You see, if you can travel 370 meters out of 500 meters in a bullet bill, then beating this fast lap should be so easy. That's well over 2/3 of the track essentially driven for you at a faster speed than the world record can even get up to. So does that mean we should just use a bullet bill right when we cross over the finish line? Well, when I was doing this run, I thought so, and this is my first attempt. Let's see how it goes. Behold my strategy. This will take us top route, really? Did I actually just beat it first try? No, I didn't. Oh my god. Alright, so obviously you can see I didn't beat it. And it's because the bullet bill just doesn't take a good route. The bullet bill goes pretty wide compared to the world record, especially on this turn where it goes up the big ramp. We don't want any of that. In fact, we want it to drop us before the big ramp so that we can go through the waterfall instead. And what's better, the waterfall drops item boxes, which will give you a better shot at beating the world record from there. So instead of using the bullet bill right at the finish line, we have to use it a little bit before. Now with this knowledge in my mind, let's see how the next run went. I have an idea. Use it like here, all right, so that it'll drop us pretty soon. Here, drop me, yes. Get a box, come on. Perfect, come on. Please. Yeah, we did it. It's all. We beat the flap. Okay, now let's make the comeback. Is that gonna happen? Probably not. I need another bullet bill. Come on. Triple mushrooms? What is that gonna do? I can salvage like a top 3 spot. Out of my way, baby Luigi. Give me third. Hop dodge that. We did it. That was the second try. Alright, we needed bullet bills. There we go. We did it. Nice. Nice. I wonder if we can get sub 17. Probably. If we didn't have to go out of the way for that box, we probably would have gotten it. But that's not what we're here for. We did it.